Hey everyone, what's up? Hope you guys are doing good. So today in this video I wanted to talk about a few things, and I also wanted to give you guys some tips on how you can trim your plants so that they can grow back a lot fuller. But first I wanted to address something in my other video that I made where I asked you guys if you wanted me to get tetras or goldfish. I got some pretty interesting comments and messages from some people saying that if I got goldfish they would no longer watch my videos. And I found that to be incredibly rude and mean to say because I don't watch other people's videos because they have different things in their life or they show different things in their videos. I don't also send messages like that to people saying, saying that I won't watch their videos because of certain things they do or whatever. I could understand if I was saying something that was really, really mean to you guys and like putting everybody down that watches my videos, okay, but if I'm getting goldfish instead of tetras or tetras instead of goldfish or whatever, I don't think that's a need to, threaten me that you're going to unsubscribe and not watch my videos anymore. Because honestly, if you don't like what you see in my videos, you're free to do whatever you want. You're free to watch whatever videos you want. I have no control over that. And even if I did, I wouldn't control anybody. I wouldn't force anybody to watch my videos because of the things I have in my videos or the things I show in my videos. So, yeah, I was just really surprised and about all the hostility that some people have on YouTube. It's like I think they just take it a little too far and they let their emotions take over from other things that are happening in their life and they take it out on other people like me. So I really didn't understand that because I don't see the point in unsubscribing just because I get goldfish. It doesn't change anything. I'm still making the same videos. I'm still giving you guys helpful information. I'm still sharing my, over like 15 years of experience with having fish tanks. So, I mean, I just, I didn't understand that. And I know you guys don't like when I address, the haters, as some of you guys call it, but I just wanted to talk about that because it just seemed a little strange why some people would take it that far. Like, oh, I'm unsubscribing. It's just like, geez, relax. But whatever, nothing I can do. Second, you guys have been asking me, who's this little guy on my shoulder here? And this little girl actually is Baby. She is 4 years old, and she's my little conure. I've had her I've had her since she was 6 months old. So I've had her for about 4 months, 4 years and 6 months, and counting. She is the most sweetest little bird ever. She is totally in love with me. If I leave her in her cage and walk away, she'll scream her head off until I finally take her out of her cage. But yeah, I freaking love this bird. I'm so attached to her. And the thing is, people always ask me, how long do conures live, parrots or whatever? And I tell them, well, conures can live up to 30 years if you take care of them properly, feed them fruits and vegetables and things like that. And, every time people ask me that, I keep thinking, what am I going to feel? What am I going to do when Baby passes away? That's her name, by the way, Baby. Um, it kind of makes me really sad because this bird is like a person to me. I'm really attached to her. I couldn't imagine going one day without seeing her. So it's weird when people ask me that because that's all I think about is, what's going to happen the day that she passes away because, we all don't live forever, especially conures. They don't live as long as humans do. Big birds, however, parrots, they live, for 80 plus years. So, I mean, I guess those birds are a little bit more, easier to own because you don't have to worry that, oh, well, they're going to die in 30 years. But yeah, I'm extremely attached to this bird. That's why you'll probably see her in almost all my videos because she's always on my shoulder and I love her to death. So yeah, her name is Baby. She's 4 months, I keep saying 4 months, 4 years and 6 months old and counting. And she's the sweetest bird ever. She loves my mom and dad and all my friends and everything. She's not too friendly with everybody though. She even still bites my mom and dad. And my mom and dad have interacted with her since I've owned her. But she doesn't bite me, so she's extremely bonded to me. But anybody else, she'll let them pet her head or whatever, but only if I hold her beak so that she doesn't bite them. But yeah, she's the sweetest little bird, and I love her to death. So now that we've gotten past that, one more update about my previous video. I've been getting a lot of comments every day about what I should get, tetras or goldfish. I've been getting about 15 comments a day on that video, And I have to admit that it seems to me that the comments are pretty equal. Like there's an equal amount of comments saying get goldfish or get tetras. So I think once I finally tally everything up and put all the numbers together, it's going to be pretty close. So if you haven't already, if you want to join in, just post a comment on the other video saying which fish I should get, tetras or goldfish, and I will probably tally them up and put everything together most likely next week, because if I am going to buy goldfish, the goldfish auction starts on the 18th, so that's when I'm going to start bidding on goldfish if that's what it comes out to. And if I get tetras, I can get those in a day because PetSmart is really close to my house. So yeah, I'll most likely give you guys the news most likely next week. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, so to end this video, I just wanted to give you guys a tip on how you can trim your plants so that they can grow back a lot fuller. In particular, I'm going to be focusing on Ludwigia. I still have a problem saying that word. This is the plant that I have the most experience with because I've grown this plant in almost all my tanks. I don't have a lot of experience with dwarf baby tears or any other plant in particular, but I know that a lot of people out there do actually grow Ludwigia in their fish tanks. So this tip will actually be very beneficial for you if you're just starting out or if you've never known this, So what it is when you have Ludwigia and you're using CO2, this plant will grow extremely fast. I'm talking about in a week it could grow at least 3 inches, even more than that, depending on how much CO2 you're pumping into your tank. That will create a lot of fast growth, like I said, and these plants will take over your fish tank. As you can see, they've taken over the entire back wall of my fish tank, and when they were fully grown, before I trimmed them, it looked like a jungle, in my tank, as you guys have probably seen in my other videos. So I thought I should trim them so that, I could tackle the beast. It was getting outrageous. It was growing out of the water even. And when I trimmed them, I noticed that they grew back a lot fuller. What happens is when you trim Ludwigia, the plant will regrow, but it will grow out from the side of the stems. So it'll grow back these tiny little, stems with these little leaves, and they'll get bigger and bigger, obviously, as they grow. But usually on one Ludwigia stem, you only have one straight stem growing up, not, 3 or 4, or even, well, mainly it's just 2 little stems growing out of one, but it could be 3 or 4. I've seen that happen. So like I said, when you trim them, they grow back a lot fuller because stems will come out of the original stem instead of just the individual stem that you had in the beginning when you first planted the Ludwigia. So when you trim these plants, they grow back a lot fuller, and it actually looks a lot nicer than just having single stems growing straight up. It kind of looks like if you've ever been in a forest and you've been around these tall oak trees, that's what it looks like. It just looks like a bunch of sticks. But when you trim them and they grow back so much fuller, it really just looks like a whole cloud of Ludwigia in the back. So it'll look a lot better. If you're having issues like I did in the beginning, where the Ludwigia was just straight stems and you had all these roots growing everywhere, you could trim it down very, very short and then let it grow back. If you are going to do this and you don't have CO2, you will notice that they won't grow back as fast and your tank will look pretty crappy for a long time. But for those of you out there that have CO2, they will grow back really fast and a lot fuller. So it'll look a lot better. Trust me, I did it and I couldn't believe how much better it looked. It looked way better than just straight stems and all the visible roots everywhere. It looked really, really cool. As far as my dwarf baby tears, I will probably be trimming those soon just to keep a management on how high they are, But at the moment, I'm just letting them grow in as much as they can. Because like I said in my other video, if I do get goldfish, they probably will chomp a little bit on those. So if I leave a little extra for them to chomp down on, then it won't get ruined as much if I already trimmed it, because then they would probably dig it right down to the dirt, But yeah, that is the tip for today in this video, and I hope you guys will try it on your tanks because it'll look really, really nice. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And please don't, if you haven't already, go ahead and post a comment on the other video telling me whether I should get goldfish or tetras. I'd really appreciate you helping me make that decision. Looks like baby wants to go back to her cage. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.